feels like I've started a lot of speeches like this, but there was a tragedy recently, a shooting. And the shooting this time was in Paris, and around 130 people died. I think we all know that. And there really is no way to put a good spin on that. It's just a tragedy. But our reaction to this tragedy, and to all tragedies that have happened before it up to this point, seems to be much of the same. It's sort of this idealism that we approach tragedy with. And it's as troubling as it is perplexing. Because when we see an extremist come in and shoot up a cafe full of innocent people, our reaction is almost always, give peace a chance. Why are they doing this? What is their problem? Why are they doing this? What is happening? Why doesn't everybody just come together and sing Kumbaya? And that you could say that's a little bit scathing, but it's true. That's our reaction. And I'm not saying that we have to have this pragmatic view of, it's, different socio-political factors that cause ISIS, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm saying this. I'm saying our approach to disaster is a superficial one. We say, let's fix the problem superficially. If, Kathmandu, there's an earthquake, instead of helping build up the economy, our reaction is, oh my gosh, let's go donate thousands and thousands of dollars. We prefer to put Band-Aids on wounds. And when it comes to giving peace a chance, we don't try to make peace, we make temporary peace. The UN drafts resolutions which don't aim to transform a society that is sick, transform a society that is warlike. They aim to put a Band-Aid on the situation. The UN will send peacekeeping forces to Africa, to the Central African Republic, for example, which I don't know if anybody knows is in the middle of remarkable civil unrest. They'll send a Band-Aid, right? That's our solution. We look at that and we say, good on you, UN. But the reality is that if we don't change the way people think, if we don't change ourselves on the small scale, we'll always fail because Band-Aids come off. Now, the problem with this sort of solution is that it doesn't seem like one. It doesn't seem like a solution to look at a tragedy that, people get killed by, ISIS militants come in and they kill people. We don't say, we don't react to that and say, I'm going to be the best person I can be in my life. And I'm going to change the world around me. That's how I'm going to react to this tragedy. That's how I'm going to make the world better. We donate $500 to the UN or whatever. We donate $500 to a charity that aims to ameliorate the suffering of people in war-torn countries. That's what we do. We try to put the Band-Aid on. But really what we need to do is we need to solve the corruption within ourselves. The way we view tragedy is reflective, of the way we try to fix it. So when we see tragedy, what we should try to do is fix ourselves. We should say, I see this disaster. How can I make myself a better person in my daily life? And that seems ridiculous. It seems like it's not going to help at all. It seems like it just has nothing to do with the tragedy itself. But the problem is that's the root. That's the root of the problem. The reason that people go out and they even consider war as a viable option, the reason there are extremists, there is a lack of virtue within ourselves and within the people around us. And we cannot hope to truly change the way that the world operates by simply donating money and throwing money at a problem, or trying to have these idealistic ideas about peace and kumbaya and eternal happiness. We have to try to make ourselves the best we can be, because by trying to make ourselves the best we can be, we make others want to be the best they can be, to be more virtuous. In this, again, I'm criticizing an idealistic view of the world, but if we simply react to disaster in the same way we react to our parents scolding us because we're lying, the world would be a much better place. People would react to the Paris shootings and saying, I can't, there's nothing I can really do to solve ISIS. I can't go there and solve it because it's an internal problem within the society, but I can start with me. I can start by changing myself. And so when you tell me to give peace a chance, I said, yeah, look in the mirror, please do. Thank you.
Okay, 5:05. And you see, he chose to like go, okay, it's 5:05, I'm not going to like seek the perfect, what's the word on it, concluding line, ending, and find it at 5:11. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna risk 6 seconds on that one sentence. Good enough, which is smart. Now, so, all right, so.
It's hard.
It was Joshua, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Amy did Mumble and you did this one. So both of you will now see the next person do something that you've done, and it'll be more interesting for both of you. Yeah, it was hard, but you know what? That's kind of my point here.
Yeah.
How you do on something that's hard, and so we're doing a little something different right now. These are not so easy, and both of you did well in fielding them. Amy was good with Mumble. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so. No, I thought you were, in fact, I thought you were quite solid.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I felt shaky because I was trying to like, it was a hard idea to convey. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you made the concessions where you should have made the concessions. When you said, what am I gonna do, fix ISIS in so many words, right?
Yeah, right.
Very rhetorically. And the best thing was, did you notice how simple his rhetoric was when it worked really well? Like, the problem with this solution is it's not a solution. That was just such a nice line. The problem with this solution is it's not a solution. Who did you come in after?
Sorry?
No, Amy, who did you come in after? She was Max?
Oh,
I don't know.
Are you allowed to use hand gestures?
yeah, I mean, was that using it?
No, it's just, I don't know, maybe you guys don't talk with your hands very much,
Right,
but
yeah.
like, we're just thinking to run around. So, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you think you're going with that?
I think it went well, but the problem is, because I gave it today at break instead of yesterday after school,
Right.
I don't know how anyone else did, so I don't have any comparison, you know?
That's
So I hear from like a DT through a sophomore that everyone was really good. So
That's a little
through a
heavy.
DT. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'll tell you what though, the new way of tryouts is just stressful.
Yeah, I know it is. It's just you just walk in. It's like, oh fuck. Like,
Especially, it must be for you guys.
yeah, it is because this is our practice. It's just like practice.
Yeah. The problem is the reason why like